Hey guys, Alvin here, and today I'll be doing a short flight on Air Canada's A330 from Montreal to Toronto to catch my flight home to Vancouver. After dropping off the rental car, I headed directly to the counters at Air Canada to get checked in. I'll be flying in business class today, so I'm able to take advantage of the priority check-in lane. After making it airside, I paid a visit to the Maple Leaf Lounge in the domestic terminal, which was pretty busy at the time. There I made myself an iced coffee and just did some plane watching from the large windows. There's my aircraft arriving, an Airbus A330 in the Star Alliance livery.
Thank you so much. And the passengers are
Soon enough, it was time to board.
Hi.
At the time of this video, Air Canada's A330s were still being retrofitted with the newer seats, so our business cabin today consists of the old herringbone configuration in a 1-1-1 layout. Here's my seat for the flight, 6A. Because of the herringbone seat layout, it is much more difficult to look out the window, which is a shame. There's also a lot less privacy because you're basically facing out towards the aisle. Not a huge fan of this setup. Now let's do a quick seat tour. Directly in front, you have the footrest. On the side, you have a literature pocket. The TV pops up from here with the click of a button. Pretty old looking screen with a lot of glare. You get a coat hook up here. I couldn't figure out how to pull out the tray table, but I figure it out a bit later in the video. But that's where the tray table extends from. You have your IFE controller and seat controls up here, which look pretty dated. And you can find a reading lamp back here. Over on the right, there's a water bottle holder, as well as a bit of storage space on the ledge. Here you'll find the power outlet, USB port, and headphone jack.
Please place baggage in the overhead bin and heavier items under the seat in front of you.
We had pretty good weather as we pushed back for departure, so we didn't need any de-icing and taxied straight to the runway for takeoff. so I finally figured out how to extend the tray table. The tray table comes out like so, and you can move it backwards or forwards as needed. Surface area is pretty good, and I quite like the wood finishing. As it was a short flight, the meal consists of a light cold dish which consisted of ahi tuna and quinoa salad. You also get a pack of roasted almonds on the side. The tuna tasted pretty good, but I definitely wouldn't consider this a full meal. I got a serving of healthy tomato juice on the side. For headphones, you're given a pack of these earbuds in a sealed pouch. The entertainment system was pretty ancient looking and had a lot of lag, as you can see here, but in terms of content, there's definitely enough to keep you busy. Similarly with the air show, it was pretty slow to get to the view you want, but once you're there, it's all good. Given that it was such a short flight, I spent most of my time looking at the window at the views below. As we made our approach into Pearson International, we flew past downtown Toronto, which provided some great views of the city. Given that it was such a short flight with limited service, I'll mostly just summarize the hard product. As one of the older configurations in Air Canada's fleet, the seats are definitely showing their age and in need of an update. It's a bit awkward to look at the window, and there's not a lot of storage space either for your personal items. Luckily, Air Canada is in the process of retrofitting their A330 fleet. It's not all bad though. If you're sitting on the left side of the cabin, you have a nice barrier to prevent seeing people in the middle seats. The lack of overhead bins in the middle also makes the cabin feel a bit more spacious. And that's a wrap for this one. Make sure to stay tuned for my follow-up video to this on Air Canada's newer Dreamliner from Toronto to Vancouver in the coming weeks. Until then, thanks for watching, happy travels, and I'll see you in the next one.